A nice interesting question here. Let's just zoom in a little bit on it. The cylinder has a radius of 4√3. Ooh, looks like we're beginning working with exact values with surds. Let's put 4√3 here and let's make it equal to r. That might help when we use the formula. The total surface area is equal to 56 times pi times √6. So that's what it means, 56 pi √6. They're all multiplied together. And it's talking about finding the value of h. Well, look, I've been given the surface area. That's fine. Now, the total surface area for a cylinder, let's go ahead and write that down. It's the bottom circle, right? It's like one of the lids. And then plus the top circle, so that'll be 2 of the circles. And then it's 2 pi r. Now, the 2 pi r would give me the circumference of this, 2 pi r, and then it's times by h. Now remember, the cylinder is made from a rectangle being wrapped around. Yeah, I think you can probably see that visually. So there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and substitute some numbers in. So the total surface area is here, so that gets substituted in. We've got an r value to go in here, and the r value will go in here as well. And then the only unknown is h. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be quite a tricky calculation. 56 times pi times √6. That's equal to 2 times pi times the radius squared. The radius is 4 times √3. Plus 2 times pi times r times h. Okay, let's go and tidy this up now. So on this side, 56 times pi times √6. Over here, 2 times pi times... Now, when we distribute the power of 2, we can distribute across the product, the multiplication here, right? So that's times 16 times √3, which is 3. And then here I'm going to tidy up. These are all being multiplied together, right? All of these guys multiplied together. So I can multiply in any order. I'll do the numbers first. That's 8 times pi times √3. And then that's times by h. Okay, so let's finish it off here on this side. Again, 56 pi √6. And 2 times 16 is 32. Times 3 is 96. That's 96 pi. And that's plus 8 pi √3 h. I'm going to subtract 96 pi from both sides. And here is 8 times pi times √3 times h. Beautiful. And now on the left-hand side, yeah, do you know what I think I can do? Can you see that pi is common to all the terms? So I can actually divide through by pi, divide through by pi, divide through by pi. So here we divide through by pi, and on this side, 56 √6 minus 96 equals 8 times √3 times by h. Divide by 8 √3, so we're going to get 56 √6 minus 96 divided by 8 √3. That's equal to h. Now I'm going to do something called factorizing. So look at the top row, the numerator. We're looking for the highest common factor of 56 and 96, the highest common factor. I think 8 will go into both those numbers, so I'm going to factor out an 8. Watch the magic. 8 here. That'll be 7 √6s minus 12, and that's 8 times. And on the bottom, I've got the two factors, 8 times √3. On the right-hand side, h. Now that helps because we can cancel common factors. So my answer for h is 7 √6 minus 12 divided by √3. Now let's go back and look at the question, and we see a small problem, right? Because it says give your answer in the form, look, there's no fraction involved here at all. There's no fraction. So there is one final step, and it's linked to rationalizing the denominator. So we've got to take this one step further. To rationalize the denominator, multiply by √3 upon 3. Okay, and of course be careful that we put this into a nice little box. All right, and let's keep going then. So this is h equals 7 root 6 root 3 minus 12 root 3. On the denominator we have 3. And now I'm just going to take out root 6 root 3. There's different ways you can actually do this, but I'm going to change the root 6 into root 3 times root 2. And then can you see these two root 3's come together to give 3? So that's 3 root 2. Another way is you could do that as root 18, and then you can see it will break up into 9 and 2, which will be 3 root 2. So on this side I've got 7 times 3 times root 2 minus 12 times root 3. And if I factorize this 12 as a 3 times 4, you can see that 3 is common, so we're going to cancel common factors. And the final answer, phew, that's 7 root 2 minus 4 root 3. Wow. Now, is that the format we wanted it? We need root 2's and root 3's. We need root 2's and root 3's, and we've got root 2's and root 3's in our final answer. What a beast.